The proposed busway for 34th Street will give 28,000 daily bus riders shorter wait times and faster, more reliable service. If the plan moves forward, this will be the 8th busway the city has implemented. The study found 3 distinct groups and studied their behaviors and patterns, citing the biggest group was males between the ages of 18 and 34, throwing their trash out on the street because they couldn't find a bin nearby or they felt it was someone else's job to pick it up. Negotiations will continue over the next few days to possibly even weeks. The union says a strike will impact every production on Broadway that uses musicians. Most people think that nursing home abuse is between staff and residents, but this kind of abuse, called resident-to-resident aggression, can be verbal, physical, and sometimes sexual, and it's more common than you would think. Banned Books Week 2025 is now behind us. But for avid reader and former learning consultant Kate Zald, the freedom to read is an essential and personal choice.
To ban books makes no sense because you can just ask a teacher to please allow your child to read something different.
This year's theme, Censorship is So 1984, Read for Your Rights. Launched in 1982, the program was born in response to a surge in the number of challenges to books in libraries, bookstores, and schools. The American Library Association, which is one of the sponsors of the event, says it's a celebration of books that have been challenged throughout the year. Since 2021, the nonprofit PEN America has tracked nearly 23,000 book bans in public schools across the country. ALA President Sam Helmick is concerned about censorship and government control.
What Americans can be guaranteed for in their federal, state, and tax dollars, and how we're investing in America, considering that our national security, our economic development, and our quality of life really depend on folks having robust access to information and opportunity.
Living in Florida, it's constantly talked about which books they're taking out of the library.
For the third straight year, Florida ranked number 1 for book bans with over 2,000 instances of bans. Some of those banned books include Wicked, A Clockwork Orange, and Forever by Judy Blume. Republican Governor Ron DeSantis from Florida says they don't ban books. Instead, they're empowering parents to have a greater voice in what's in the classroom. In June, the New York legislature passed the Freedom to Read Act, a bill that protects libraries and librarians from book bans. It's now on the desk of Governor Kathy Hochul in the hopes that she will sign it. In a poll from 2022, the ALA found as many as 71% of Americans are against book bans. Anti-censorship advocates say equity is at stake here.
The way one person reads a book where they think it's horrifically offensive may not be the way another person reads it. And so banning it for everybody is counterproductive.
In Midtown, Cindy Marchionda, New York 1. A casino in the middle of Times Square? Well, Broadway is buzzing. Caesars Palace and a real estate developer are bidding on one of the 3 gaming licenses for New York City. If approved, a $5 billion casino will call 1515 Broadway home. The building on Broadway between 44th and 45th Streets is also the home of the musical The Lion King.
It's already a very packed and busy area.
But actor Michael Hollick, who performs in The Lion King, says he doesn't have any concerns about a casino coming to Times Square.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it could be a boon to the local economy. It could provide a lot of jobs.
There are producers who are in favor of the casino.
This is a development that's going to bring job opportunities and at the same time support the theater community in the heart of Times Square.
Even though the casino project is backed by the Actors Equity Association, which is the actors union, as well as the 802 Local Musicians Union, there are people in the theatrical community, actors, stagehands, producers, and residents of this area that are vehemently opposed to this project, saying it will bring about crime, gambling, and overcrowding to the area, being detrimental to local businesses. It will also change the landscape of the theater district, which is steeped in over 100 years of history.
Broadway to me was, my goal growing up is, I thought it would be the crowning achievement of my career to be on Broadway. And I still feel that way. I don't want it compromised. I don't want it diluted. I want Broadway to stay Broadway as the goal.
Kathleen Turner is among many actors who want to keep the essence of Broadway to stay within the theater district. Actress Ellen Harvey is in her 6th Broadway show. She says Broadway shows bring in more money than any other sports or cultural events.
So we are already contributing a great portion. We do not need a casino in the middle of a cultural collaboration.
A committee is set to vote on whether the casino proposal can move ahead on September 30th. If approved, a casino license would be awarded in December. In Times Square, Cindy Marchionda for the New York City News Service. Okay, well, the NBA season is officially here, tipping off. All eyes are on the Knicks. After last year's deep playoff run and a roster shakeup this summer, the question now is whether the team can become a true contender in the East. Tatiana Gonzalez, our sports reporter, joins us, showing us how fans and experts are sizing up the season ahead.